You also had the prosecuting attorney in Hawaii arguing not to let her out for that no bail warrant from Florida to be honored. Highlighting that not only did Courtney have a warrant in Florida, but she also has warrants in Nevada and Texas.
Hey, boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
He said that she shouldn't be allowed to walk free in Hawaii.
Hey, yo, shorty a whole criminal.
Oh, she was trying to flee.
Yeah,
she thought this black man was gonna come save her, and she was gonna flee.
She a whole criminal. She probably out here scamming PPP loans or something.
She's like, I'm gonna make this money, then I'm gonna go on my own, and nobody's gonna find me. Probably get a whole new identity.
Yeah, she like them other goofies that forgot Hawaii is part of the United States. Stupid. Hey yo, what's poppin', y'all? I'm Ace.
Hi, and I'm Star. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Alright, bet. Let's get into it. Alright, so boom. We here with this story about this OnlyFans model that is, I guess, being investigated for or charged with killing her boyfriend or something like that. So, and now we got some new video talking about, you know, she was attacking him or showing her attacking him in the elevator before, or a few months before the slaying. So, let's see what they have to say about this first, and then we'll give you our take.
April 3rd, 2022. He died in Unit 2201 of a residence located at 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue in the city of Miami. We are charging 26-year-old Courtney Tailor with one count of second-degree murder in Christian's death.
Police have arrested an OnlyFans model and charged her with stabbing her boyfriend to death at their condo in Miami. The victim is from here in Collin County. Courtney Tailor is charged with killing Plano native Christian Ambonselli back in April. She was taken into custody this morning in Hawaii within 4 months after the stabbing. Tailor is a model on the subscription service OnlyFans, and her attorney told the Miami Herald she acted in self-defense.
Coming to you with an update on Courtney Tailor. Courtney Tailor, she's a big influencer with over 2 million people following her on IG. She's from Texas, but relocated to Miami with her Nigerian boyfriend. His name was Christian. Courtney surprised her whole social media tribe when she made headlines earlier this year after stabbing Christian on April 3rd, just a week before his 28th birthday, at their luxury apartment in Miami's Edgewater neighborhood. I covered that story back then. If you missed it, check it out. The link will be below for details about what happened.
I can't remember. I feel like someone was saying something about Edgewater. I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe just that it was like an upscale part of Miami. I don't know. I don't hang out in Miami, but.
And around that time, several months ago, you had Christian's family very upset that Courtney hadn't been arrested. Instead, she was Baker acted and released. His brother and his female cousin calling for justice. Both of them seem.
Yeah, well, she should be arrested. I mean,
right.
Generally speaking, that's how that works. If they find you in a house with a body, with a knife in your hand,
you're the first suspect.
You're the suspect. They'll take you into custody and charge your ass. Like, if your story sounds I mean, almost never do they just believe your self-defense story right off the bat. They say, he attacked me, and then you stabbed him, and then that was it, and then let you go. Usually it's not that. At least it's usually not that for men. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if you're a woman dealing with a man, like I said, they just presume that she was in some type of danger,
right.
Especially a white woman dealing with a black man, that she was in some type of danger and she had no choice. Clearly, that's the assumption.
Right, because she wasn't arrested and the family was pissed off.
Right, because she wasn't arrested. I don't really see anything that exonerates her from a charge of second-degree murder, stabbing somebody to death, other than her word. Why do we believe you? It ain't believe all women. That's nonsense. So why do we believe you?
Even before this one came out, the only thing that they led with was a picture of her in the hotel room at the window in lingerie, covered in his bodily fluids, and she's smoking a cigarette. Right. Just chilling. So it's just like, you know, somebody who may have gone through, if it was both of them, you know, gone through some trauma, like somebody broke in the house or anything like that, you would think that she's not by the window smoking a cigarette nonchalantly. Like,
right, nonchalantly. What? That's some type of Ted Bundy type of swim fan level of vibes
Right.
where you
I just took care of my issue.
you
Now
just
I'm
did a
sit back
murder
in the
and you just here with the evidence still on you. Like only crazy people do stuff like that.
Right.
And I don't mean crazy as in mental illness is the excuse. I mean crazy as in you done something crazy, but we still gonna give you 100 fucking years. Like what you talking about?
People like very decent people, and they only wanted Courtney to be held accountable. Courtney was claiming self-defense, and they didn't believe her. Fast forward to over 4 months later, the IG, the OnlyFans model, was arrested.
Good.
Go ahead and take a second to make sure that you're subscribed.
I don't know. They arrested you. What's gonna happen now?
4 months since a 27-year-old was killed by his then 25-year-old IG girlfriend. Her birthday also in April. She turned 26 not long after. And now the woman, she's been arrested in connection with the case. Courtney was charged with second-degree murder with a deadly weapon. A state judge in Hawaii ordered her to be held without bail, pending extradition to Florida. Courtney made her initial appearance on August 11th at 1:30 p.m., where she waived her right to an extradition hearing. Public defender requested
you're
that
gonna
the
lose.
judge provide extended media coverage, arguing that the international media and public interest in the case could hurt her ability to receive a fair trial. The judge denied the request and permitted media to cover the case. You also had the prosecuting attorney in Hawaii arguing not to let her out, for that no bail warrant from Florida to be honored. Highlighting that not only did Courtney have a warrant in Florida, but she also has warrants in Nevada and Texas.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
He
Oh
said that she
wow.
shouldn't be allowed to walk free in Hawaii.
Hey yo, shorty a whole criminal.
Oh, she was trying to flee.
Yeah,
She thought this black man was gonna come save her, and she was gonna
Nah,
flee.
she a whole criminal. She probably out here scamming PPP loans or something.
She's like, I'm gonna make this money, then I'm gonna
Wait
go
a
out on my
minute.
own, and nobody's gonna find me. Probably get a whole new identity. Yo.
Yeah, she like them other goofies that forgot Hawaii is part of the United States. Stupid.
The fact that there's so many girls who don't
Right.
know that's like mind blowing. It's so sad.
It's like hey, we waiving a right to extradition hearing. Boy, you ain't winning no extradition hearing from one state to another when you got warrants. You lost your mind. You didn't kill the guy in Hawaii. Hawaii court don't care about none of this.
Now,
You're
didn't
gone.
know- you didn't know Hawaii is its own country. You didn't know?
Yeah, to let those girls on Fresh and Fit tell it. Jesus Christmas.
Because she has the resources to flee. The
Duh.
judge denied bail, but said the outstanding warrants did not play into his decision to honor the no bail warrant from Florida.
Nice.
It was the very serious nature of the allegations in the case with Christian that factored into his decision.
No
Now,
bail. We
why
like
was
that.
Courtney in Hawaii? You know, she's from Texas originally.
We like that.
She was living in Florida when she killed Christian.
Right.
But now she's in Hawaii. What's going on?
Yeah. I was confused,
Apparently,
too.
Courtney said that she was in Hawaii for rehab. According to her attorney, she was in rehabilitation
For what, the
for
murders?
substance abuse and post-traumatic stress disorder. Her Miami attorney shocked with the arrest because he said they had been cooperating with the investigation the whole time,
What
and
that
they
mean?
could have just communicated that they wanted to arrest her and allowed her to surrender instead of picking her up unexpectedly from rehab. Right.
Nah.
That's what Courtney's attorney said.
Nah.
It's
boy.
also coming out that
Nah.
Courtney and Christian had a toxic relationship.
Shocking.
Evidence gathered during the investigation that showed since July 2020 that they had an extremely toxic and combative relationship. It was Courtney who was putting hands on Christian. The security and management at their luxury apartment building documented many arguments between the couple.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Courtney even kicked him out of the apartment at the end of March, but then a couple of days later, rekindled their relationship on April 1st, just 2 days before Courtney
Honestly, that
2
2 days
days.
before she shit. This shit might be premeditated.
2 days.
She might have been like, yeah, I'm gonna get him back in here, then I'm gonna get him. Like that's what it sounded like to me. First of all, and second of all,
I'm so shocked.
the Red Bull boys will tell you, hey, why you living with your girl? Why she paying the bills? Because she obviously got money from being
An Instagram model.
an Instagram model and an OnlyFans bot.
I have to say, I hate that term thrown around loosely. Model. Fuck out of here. Like,
You're not a model.
y'all not a model.
You are-
Sorry, y'all get paid here and there and
You're
whatever,
not
but
you a light P star. You're not a
Yeah.
you're not a model. You
I
a
hate
light
that
P star.
thrown
Cut it
around
out.
so lightly. Everybody's a freaking model.
No,
What?
cut it out.
stabbed him. And now the prosecutor in Miami, she's released never-seen-before footage from 2 months before the fatal incident, showing Courtney putting hands on Christian in the elevator
Domestic
of the
violence.
apartment building. The video was taken just 2 months before his death.
Domestic
In
violence.
that video, it appears that Courtney, she's unable to select her floor, resulting in her punching the screen in frustration. Christian appears to enter after her and tries to calm her down. She then turns to him and begins hitting him. She continues to beat him and tug on his hair before he tried to push her off of him. And then you have another altercation that took place the same month.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't see this video.
Yeah, the video with him in the blue shirt. Yeah, I just go click off real quick, go on YouTube, something,
Search
that
video.
up, and then come back. Cause I know she must have put the still joint there for a reason. Maybe she got the
Copyright.
not copyright, but I forget what it's called. What it actually says, but it's like you can't have violent stuff happen. Oh, you know what I mean? Even though they got UFC, I don't know. The YouTube,
That's weird. Yeah.
YouTube guidelines be weird as hell, but.
For sport, it's okay.
Yeah, but I feel like that might get age restricted, so maybe that's why.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We did the thing with the baby fighting Danny Lay's brother.
Right.
They punched that guy like 3 times, age restricted. Shit don't make no sense to me. So
And
I
you
don't
barely
know.
saw the punches.
Right? You didn't
You
really
saw
see.
the contact.
You didn't really see
the
him.
punches.
You didn't really see that happen to him like that. I don't get it.
Month as the incident in the elevator. That incident occurred outside of the building, and it was caught on camera by one of their neighbors from the 12th floor.
Yeah, I spoke with a neighbor who was here in February, and he says he witnessed a scuffle between the couple. It was so loud that he pulled out his cell phone and recorded it. We're going to hear from him in just a moment. But also today, we learned that the OnlyFans model has 2 open warrants in 2 states. Meanwhile, her attorney is insisting that the killing was self-defense.
She a criminal.
It's shocking because, you know, a lot of couples argue.
Okay.
A lot of couples do things and get into it, but not physical like that.
Right.
That was Clenny's former neighbor speaking exclusively to NBC6. He says he took this video in February, 2 months before the fatal stabbing. The video doesn't have audio, but the neighbor says he heard the couple from the 12th floor.
We just started hearing them arguing, and he started eating real quick, and, you know, she was being a little aggressive, trying to jump in the water.
This is more video of the couple in a fight released by the Miami-Dade state attorney. It shows Clenny slapping and beating Ogunselli repeatedly in an elevator.
Such interactions appear to have caused Clenny and Christian to separate at various times.
The state attorney says this shows a pattern of violence in an unhealthy and unstable relationship that ended in murder. But Clenny's attorney says it's irrelevant. It doesn't show what happened the day of the murder. A murder, he says, was in self-defense. The statement in part says, quote, the charging decision in this matter should have been made on the evidence of what occurred that evening in the apartment and nothing more. This is a case of self-defense, and the facts that will be presented at the trial will prove that.
Yo, counsel, are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? Oh, what happened in the apartment? They don't know what happened in the apartment. All they know is what she said. We don't believe you, bitch. That's what it is. They're not making decisions about what she did before. That doesn't matter. It creates a circumstantial situation, but it doesn't go to her doing this crime. You're right. But it does make it more likely, at least from the outside. And you don't have to meet the rules of evidence when deciding to charge someone. You only need probable cause. And if I find you in a house with a fucking bloody knife and a dead body, and weeks of videos of you arguing with this person, that's fucking motive, and you got the knife in your hand, bro, that's all the elements of the crime. Stupid.
The fact is, we don't even see any reason of her to claim self-defense. Because
Yeah, what did he do to you?
Just because you guys been arguing and it's been, recorded and stuff like and reported, it doesn't mean, like, where's your pictures? Like, even if you didn't report it as a female, where are your, almost every female, I feel like, has pictures. Whether or not they go to the police or not, they have the proof, the evidence.
Because you know they're going to start, the first thing they're going to do is claim he was beaten her.
Right.
Claim domestic
Right.
violence,
So
even though she was the one playing Amber Heard.
And every picture you see, she's smiling, not a bruise on her face, nothing. Like, she doesn't seem, so it seems like the arguments
It's
are
all-
just
it's all her attacking
arguments. And exactly, all her attacking him. So it's just like, it doesn't make, it's not adding up. It really isn't. Like, it really is not
I mean,
adding
it's true.
up.
She could have been beating him.
And she's in therapy.
Right.
Like, yeah, you're
For what?
unstable.
Right.
So all the more reason why I'm thinking,
Not therapy, rehab.
Rehab, rather.
For being a fucking addict, probably. Yo,
Right.
what I'm saying is that...
You seem like, I don't know, she seems like a little unstable.
What I'm saying is that it's true that her fighting with him all those times doesn't go to whether she committed the crime that night, right? She could have been the most violent girlfriend ever, and still that night he did something that threatened her life, and she had no choice but to do it.
Yeah.
That's possible. Unlikely, but possible. But generally speaking, common sense would tell you those two things don't line up. She didn't go from abusing him the whole time to all of a sudden he used unjustifiable force, and she has no choice but to take him out. Doubt it.
The chief medical examiner for Miami-Dade County confirmed that the cause of death was a stab wound to the chest and deemed it a homicide. The knife entered his chest at a downward angle to the depth of about 8 centimeters. Courtney instigated multiple incidents of DV. Here's another piece of information that came out. She was also arrested in July of last year in Las Vegas for putting hands on Christian then.
Gotcha, bitch.
So there's lots of evidence here that Courtney physically put hands on Christian all the time, which is weird because Christian said he preferred white women because of bad behavior that he saw in black women. I've seen several incidents that prove that Courtney had the same bad behavior that Christian was supposedly avoiding. It's just not making sense.
Because it's not black women, it's women in general.
Black women refusing to get emotionally involved in this case.
Anybody can have a nasty attitude.
He also offended black Americans, calling them a cotta. You know, listen, Christian, he could have his preference with me. The inconsistency is that he's hating the bad behavior in toxic black women, but accept that same bad behavior in toxic white women.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe he thought he could change her or get out of it or something. But
not gonna lie, I've heard that saying a lot of times that black women have nasty attitudes. No, it's like you said, women in general, because I've seen it in Spanish women where they get up in their man's face, screaming at them, all up in their face, and white women can do it too. Asian women do it, and they do it too. So it's not a color preference. It's just a simple fact that anybody can have a nasty attitude. It's about who you are and how you're raised and the environment that you're in. Like, stop it. I hate that. Y'all need to grow up. Some y'all men need to grow up with that bullshit, because that's dumb.
They see this girl and they're like, I can't believe that she would hurt someone. No way. Right? Like, come on.
Anything is possible with a human being, male or female. She fucking plunged a knife into his chest. Most people would think, oh, she's too small and scrawny to put it through his chest. No, she actually had power.
That boy could have been asleep. We don't know what she did, bro. Stop playing with me.
Or he wasn't ready. Like, he really didn't.
He wasn't paying attention. He didn't think she would stab him. That's all. That's usually how it goes.
Problem.
Women usually are only able to kill men by ambush.
When it's unsuspected.
Right. Anyway, that's it for this one. Wow, that's